You are made to move, and I want you to be moving for a very long time. So let's start in 4-point kneeling today. It is just you and the mat. We're going to start with our cat-cow. So take a deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, I want you to start from your lower spine. So you think sacrum and tailbone starting to tuck. And then we start to move through the back. So through the mid-back, pulling up those abs, through your upper back, letting the head drop down. And then inhale, we arch into the back. Open up your chin and your chest and reverse that stretch. Start from your lower spine again. So think about moving through the vertebrae to round the spine up into that cat stretch rather than just pulling up in your center. Inhale, we arch the back, we open it all up. Start again. Bringing your focus into this present moment, into your body and your breath. And finding that deeper connection between the two today. When in doubt, cat-cow. One of my favorite little sayings, but it truly is such a beautiful exercise for the body because you're getting spinal articulation, you're getting abdominal engagement as you scoop and lift, rounding into cat stretch. And you're getting this really beautiful shoulder stretch and openness here too. Let's find a neutral spine. We inhale that right arm up to the ceiling as much as you can, and then exhale, I want you to drop that shoulder right down, thread it under. Inhale, we open. Exhale, under. Give me one more on this side. Open up your body, stretch it, and under. Let's go to the other side. So we really want to be able to move our body, our joints in lots of different directions. And spinal rotation is most definitely one of them. It's also great for your digestion, your circulation. So don't just think about what your body looks like. Think about how it is functioning. Let's bring it all the way back through center. We're going to lift those abdominals. Think about finding a flat back. And let's go opposite arm, opposite leg. So you're reaching your right arm out, your left leg out. We're going to reach it down towards our mat. Float it up, exhale. Inhale, bring it back. And exhale, it's underneath you. Other side. So left arm, right leg. We inhale, exhale, lift it. Inhale, tap. Exhale, bring it back. Continue like that. Right arm, left leg. So we're thinking torso stability here. We're using the abs for that. They're wrapping up and in. We're also using our upper body, our shoulders. Think about pressing the chest away from the mat. Reach, reach, reach. And you want to feel like you're reaching in opposition. It's great for the stability of your body, starting to warm up the body. And we can do this entire series, of course, with no resistance. But when we do add the resistance with the flow reformer, we're also getting that beautiful strength and tone into the body. Not that you're not getting it now, but we're having to really focus on pressing up and finding our own resistance. But much more effective when you've actually got your resistance bands to work against. Because we want to find that strain. We want to find the strength. The muscles have to press out and through. So while we're here with no flow reformer, I want you to think you're right at the bottom of the ocean and you're having to work against the depth of the water. We're going to hold this last one, so left arm, right leg. From here, I want you to turn your palm inwards. Now it's small. We inhale, open them slightly away from the center, and then exhale to bring it back to the center. Trying to keep the rest of your body nice and still. Inhale to open. Exhale, close. Abs are lifting up and in the whole time. Inhale, open. You've got 2 to go. I want you to keep stretching, keep reaching out. Last one, and we control it all the way down. Let's do the other side. We reach right arm, left leg, float it up. That palm faces inwards, and remember, it's not far, little opening, and exhale, hug it in. Again, imagining that you are pressing through the water, resisting through the water. Last 2. Lengthen the whole body. Feel like it stretches in opposition. Last 1, and we resist it all the way down. Let's go cat-cow. We exhale, round that spine. Start from the lower spine, and inhale, lengthen it out. And again. One more. All right, from here, we're going to stick with spinal articulation. I want you to turn around, lie yourself all the way down on your mat. Your knees are bent and your thighs and your knees are hip distance apart. Your heels should be nice and close to your hips here. We're starting with pelvic tilts. So I want you to take your arms up to the ceiling and we are going to take a deep breath in. The arms go overhead. You arch your back here, and then exhale, we're going the other way. But think about moving from your hips and your pelvis. So we start to come into the posterior tilt of the pelvis, and you'll hover your hips just off the mat. We inhale down, lengthen it, so go beyond neutral, anterior tilt. Exhale. I want you to focus into your pelvic floor. Can you squeeze and lift that pelvic floor? And then just hover your hips off the mat. Inhale, we release. Take it nice and long. Exhale, squeeze, lift the pelvic floor. And this is a beginner series, but yes, the exercises are slower, but we want to get that deep engagement from the get-go. And then we can start to speed these exercises up. But I want you to really feel what's happening in the body first. Because we want to work more effectively and we want the quality of the movement. All right, from here, we're just going to neutral spine. Take a breath in. Exhale to squeeze and lift your pelvic floor. Tuck your tailbone. We start to roll all the way up to our bridge position. Inhale, those arms are going all the way over your head. And then exhale, 1 vertebrae at a time. I want you to roll that spine back. And you're finding neutral spine again. So natural curve in the lower back, but not that big arch like we made before. Inhale, exhale to tuck the tailbone, scoop, roll it up. Deep breath in, send those arms over your head. And then like you're stretching in opposition, like someone's pulling your arms, you're gonna roll your spine down, unravel it. Inhale back to the ceiling, exhale, squeeze that pelvic floor, lift it up. Tuck your tailbone, roll the spine. Inhale those arms overhead. Exhale, let's roll it down. We're going to do one more like that. Feels amazing in your spine. Inhale. We do not move our spine enough. We are way too sedentary throughout our days. But you are made, your body is made to move. All right, from here, arms to the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, we scoop, tuck, roll it up. We're going to hold our bridge. Turn those palms away from you. Sorry, little ant. Turn those palms away from you. From here, as you lower your hips, we're going to take those arms out to the side, row those arms, and then exhale, we squeeze our glutes to lift. See if you can tap your hips to the mat. So now instead of articulating the spine, we fold those hips and we squeeze up. And if we had our flow reformer, we would have some beautiful resistance here in the arms. So you would be feeling that resistance as you took the arms wide for that row. Inhale down, exhale lift. Each time you lift, I want you to flatten your abdominals and squeeze into the base of your glutes. Last two. Last one, we hold those hips up. Inhale, exhale, little pulses up to the ceiling. Up, squeeze. Up, squeeze. Keep it going. Keep working those abdominals in. Let's bring the arms to the mat. And we go for one more set. 8, 7. Whew, feeling some love in those glutes. Remember, if you had your flow reformer, you'd have some beautiful resistance here to work against as well. So the hips would be pressing up into the resistance. Last two, we hold our last one. See if you can bring your heels off the mat now. Keep that beautiful long line. Squeeze into those glutes. And then it is a little pulses out and in. So we can work the lower body so efficiently here. Final 4, 3, 2, particularly when we have that flow reformer. Let's hold this last one and we take those arms all the way overhead. Inhale and exhale. I want you to melt your spine all the way back into the mat. Let's find it neutral. We'll float the legs one at a time into tabletop. Interlace your hands behind the back of your head. Flex your feet and let's turn those legs out. So you're creating this diamond shape here. We take a breath in to prepare. Exhale, I just want you to lengthen your legs out to 45 degrees. Inhale, control it all the way back in. Now, at any time to modify, please feel free to go to single leg here, particularly if you feel like you can't maintain neutral spine as you take both legs out. And I'll let you know when to switch if you're doing your single leg option. Exhale, we reach. Inhale to bend. Zipping up your inner thighs. And we're still focusing on your abs here. So it's that exhale to lace it all into the center, pull it down. Switch legs if you've got single leg. If you've got double legs and it feels good, we exhale into the ab curl here. Inhale to lower. Gliding your ribs to your hips. Keep flowing with your breath. We've got 3 to go. Last one, control it all the way down and just hug those knees into a butterfly pose. Heels connected. You can let your thighs and your knees drop out to the sides here. We're going to bring just the left leg down to the mat, right leg to the ceiling. Flex that right foot and externally rotate from your hip. So the whole thigh is going to turn out. Keep your left thigh hugging the midline. We inhale to flex and open that right leg. So make sure this left leg hasn't also opened. Point your toe. Exhale, bring it back to the ceiling. Inhale, we open. Exhale, bring it back. And I want you to really think length. So we're working external rotators from the hip, and make sure you're in neutral spine, because then that hip can move much more freely. Last two here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Last one. Control it all the way back. Let's find tabletop. Interlace your hands back behind your head. We inhale, exhale to rotate to that right leg. Inhale to lower. Exhale, we rotate. You're keeping your elbows nice and open, and I'm thinking about taking my left armpit to this right thigh. Remember, you're still in neutral. You always want to have that little check-in. Are we in neutral spine? It's like if your body's a car, everything sits in the correct place. Nothing goes wrong. That's what neutral spine is. Less likely to go wrong anyway. Last one, we're going to lift and hold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, little pulses here into the twist. Think armpit to the thigh, and let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can hug that right knee to your chest. Extend the left leg all the way on the mat, and let's give this right leg a nice big circle around. So you're massaging into your hip flexor, and let's reverse those circles. Should feel really, really good. Also helping us to increase our flexibility and mobility through the body. And we'll switch sides. So right foot comes down, left leg goes to the ceiling. I want you to flex that left foot and externally rotate. So the whole thigh is going to rotate. Keep this right leg super stable. We'll inhale to flex and open. Exhale, point your toes, control it all the way back. Let me just quickly shuffle back so that we don't get the plant. It is a common theme through these classes. Inhale, we flex and open. Exhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And you have to exhale into your abs here as well, because it is that core control that's keeping your body stable. It's keeping this leg nice and stable as well. Let's focus on finding and working the length of the muscles. This is one of my favorite exercises with the flow reformer, because you can place a couple of the bands in that top foot and then use the arm to press the opposite ones down. Feels amazing. Last one here. We control this left leg all the way back to tabletop. Interlace your hands behind your head. Inhale, exhale, we lift and rotate to that bent knee. Work with your breath. We have 4 to go. Last 2. We lift and hold the last one. Deep breath in, exhale, little pulses up. Lifting off the tips of your shoulder blades. Give me 4, 3, 2, And 1. Hug that left knee all the way into your chest. Let your right leg go super long. And let's give it big circles all the way around. Flow with your breath. Reverse those circles. Beautiful work here. You're going to come to a side lying position for your side glutes. Now, we should be nice and warm through those abs. So lift the underneath waistline for me. Keep pulling in the front of your abdominals and then bend those knees slightly forward. We'll go top hand to the hip and you exhale to open that top leg for your clam. Inhale to lower. So I'm really imagining like I've got a corset on and that corset gets pulled really tight around the back of your waistline each time you exhale. Letting your head just relax on that bottom arm, or you could be here as well, just whatever feels great for your neck and your shoulders. All right, we are going to add our can-can kick. So we open, kick it slightly forward, big toes together and close. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again, another great one with the flow reformer. I know I bang on about it, but it just creates the like perfect amount of resistance that you want for this exercise. We've got 2 to go here. Last one. We hold it out there. I want you to flex the foot. Turn the big toe down to the floor. We inhale down, exhale, lift. And I want you to really squeeze up. Imagine you're right at the bottom of the ocean again. We are going to do one more set like that. So we're going down, squeeze, lift. Work with your breath. Move with your breath. 4 to go. 3, 2. We hold this one. Deep breath in and exhale. Let's pulse it up to the ceiling. Really focus. Where do you want that work? We've got 4, 3, 2. We hold it. We've moved it. We point those toes. We're going to stabilize it. We reach it a little longer for 4, 3. Lift it up an inch and release all the way down. Come up onto your forearm. Take a nice deep breath in as you go up and over. Exhale, rotate your chest to the floor. Sweep all the way around to the other side. Grab those ankles. We're coming onto our left hand now, and you want to take it just out from your shoulder. Fingertips are away, facing away from you. We inhale to bend the elbow. Exhale, press away. So we're going for a single arm tricep. Inhale down, exhale, press. So when we don't have those resistance bands, all of that work in your arms has to be done with your body weight, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, but there's so many great ways that we can get creative and work the arms with the bands, and much nicer for the wrist as well. Last 2. We hold that last one down halfway, and I want little pulses up. Up. Make sure that you are drawing away from your shoulder and not letting that shoulder collapse. Here we go. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down to the elbow. One more time. Nice breath in. Exhale, rotate chest to the floor. Sweep all the way around. Reach to the other side. And good news, 2 sides of the body. Let's sweep those legs around. We'll go for our second side glutes. So lining the spine with the back of the mat, lift that underneath waistline and bring those legs slightly forward. We exhale to open to our clam, inhale to lower. You really want to make sure there's this stopping point at the top as well, so you're not rolling back and taking those hips out of alignment. Think hips really stacked. Last one here. We go for our can kick. So let's go inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep finding that control in your movement. Just because it's slow doesn't mean it's not effective. If anything, it's even more so. Finding that deeper connection in your body to all those tiny muscles you didn't even know existed. Last one here, we hold it out there, flex the foot, big toe to the floor, inhale down, exhale up. Remember that underneath waistline, lift, lift, lift. Good news, one more set, here we go. Inhale down, exhale lift. Keep going with your breath, you can do it. We have 4 to go here. 3, last 2, ready to hold, and let's pulse it up, little lift. Stretch the back of the knee, reach it out. Final 4, 3, 2, we point the toes, we hold it strong. Take a deep breath in, lift it up an inch, and release all the way down. Come up onto your forearm, big beautiful side stretch. Inhale, exhale, rotate your chest to the floor. We sweep all the way around, grab those ankles and reach to the other side. You're coming onto your right hand for those single arm triceps. Inhale to lower, exhale, press away. So you want the hand slightly further out from your shoulder. Really great one to do in the mirror if you can, because you want to feel like the whole body lowers as one unit, like a plank of wood. And it's very easy to drop into this shoulder. And then it doesn't look very nice. It also doesn't feel very nice. It gets very necky quickly. So pressing up and out of your bottom shoulder. Final 2. We hold that last one halfway and there's little pulses up. There's so much benefit to working in your body's alignment, and that's what's so great about Pilates. And like, yes, it burns and you might be a little bit sore the next day, but it's never to the point where like you can't sit on the toilet because you're working in the alignment. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now we're so close to the end of this session. Come down to your forearm, big side stretch. One more time, inhale, exhale, rotate chest to the floor, sweep all the way around, grab your ankles and lift up and over. We are going to finish 4-point kneeling. So like how we started, except we're going into our hover plank here. So tuck your toes under, hover your knees just off the mat. You are looking 30 centimeters in front of you. You are pulling your abs up and in, and you're feeling super strong in this position. Let's breathe. We inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Try and do at least a 4 count in and a 4 count out. Lift those abs. One more. Inhale. Full breath out. Lower your knees to the mat. Sit back into a rest pose. We're just doing that one more time. All right, let's reset. This is the last one, I promise. You have done amazing today. Tuck your toes underneath. Hover your knees just off the mat. And let's tune into the breath. You can do this. This is at the start of your good movement journey. I am so proud of you for getting started. Remember that we move our body for longevity, for strength, for flexibility, for stability. It's so incredibly important. 3 more deep breaths in and out. And we are showing up for ourselves minimum 3 times per week. So small things we do every day, every week that create the big changes. Last deep breath in and full breath out. Lower those knees down. Let's sit back into our rest pose. Lengthen into your back. Feel like that lower spine just reaches over the backs of your heels, down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Left hand over the right, and you're going to sit back into your left hip. We inhale and exhale to walk those hands to the other side. Right hand over the left, sitting back into your right hip. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let's come back through center. Energy as you roll your spine all the way up. And we'll finish here today with lots of love and gratitude for our bodies. I can't wait to see you back here soon for some more good moves.